I'm at baby girl number 1's and we're selling her. Was this your first car?
Yeah, this is the car Dad bought for us to learn how to drive on.
Okay. Yeah.
And I tested on.
Yes.
And it's a very lovely Leominster DMV.
Yes.
Known to be one of the hardest plate test centers to do your driving test in the state.
So it is, am I allowed to show you on video?
Sure.
We are very pregnant.
We
Wait
are.
for it. There it is. Okay, so it's a 2003 Volkswagen TDI. Do we have the cowling for the cover still? Do we know if we have that still?
I do, but I was going to put it on Lucinda.
Okay, so we're not giving that one away. That's fine. So what do you know it needs now?
It's got an oil leak that we've tried to fix multiple times from the oil coolant cooler system, but she usually doesn't need replacing of oil for quite a few weeks, if not months.
No, for sale. Thanks. That was sweet. You guys need help with something?
In front of my car, in front of my house.
All right, so she has an oil leak, and we had to jump start her because we had to put a different battery in.
We had to, yeah, I don't know what happened to the battery. That's a new development. She didn't run for a few weeks because I switched vehicles and I went to go start her up. She wouldn't start. It had been cold. Diesels don't like the cold, and the battery wouldn't jump for us. But this week, the last 2 times we went to start her up, it wouldn't work unless we jumped it. So once we jumped it, started right up.
All right.
So a new battery is needed.
So I painted the hood, and my father had all the equipment, but I didn't get the pressure regulator or something right on the paint. So it has a very custom paint job on the hood.
It looks like a nice sheet of bumpy ice on the hood and the front driver fender, which was also replaced that same time. That would have been 2015, right before I came to college.
Yep. Yep.
But it's already started to rust.
So we have some wheels that got some life left in them. And we've got some rust. Did you hit something? Oh, I know what that is.
That was the stupid shiny car that merged into Dad.
Yeah, there was a road rage situation.
Yep. Most of it's been buffed out.
I forgot about that.
Then
yeah.
I tried to come after you for.
Yes.
That was your fault.
Well, Dad was at a stoplight and the guy wanted to get ahead and he literally just rolled over Dad. So, okay.
No, the only dent that was ever from me on this car was the front hood that's been replaced.
Yes.
Everything else has been somebody else backed into us or merged into us.
We want to
no major accidents.
Open the tailgate.
Yeah.
So this is a replacement on the back, right?
Yep. That's why it doesn't say TDI.
It says 1.8, but it's not. It's a TDI. Oh, are you giving 2 rims?
Yeah.
That was sweet.
There's a 6-spoke on the front drivers.
I love it. Only a college student.
Yeah. It stopped working, and you'll have to get a new one altogether. So it's now currently set up to the right length. It just doesn't go.
It doesn't retract.
It doesn't retract.
Okay.
So
these fit this vehicle?
Yes. So there's 2 here, and there's 1 up front. So 1 is on the vehicle with a tire. The other 3 are steel rims with unmatching tires, and then these 2 rims are in here. So if you want the 6-spoke rims to match, you'll have to get some tires and 1 more rim.
Okay.
But I don't have any use for those, so they're going with the car.
How's the fuel? Oh, you have to do it from inside?
The whatchamacallit doesn't work. The pull.
Oh, that's right on this one.
The pull thing doesn't work, but you just slip right under and it pops right open. I think really all you need is a new cap because it's just the latch is snapped.
You ended up with Jenny's seats.
I did.
Baby girl number 2's seats. That's funny.
Yep.
Okay, so you got mats in there.
Yep, the Ford mats from the 150.
Oh, and you ended up with the other headrests.
Those were the ones Dad found out of the junkyard to put in because they didn't come with the other 2 headrests.
Yeah, we didn't like you running around with other friends without the headrest. It's snapped their neck or something. I was like, let's have the headrests.
Yep.
Okay. So this side's not as bad on the bottom.
She does have an exhaust leak.
Oh yes, the exhaust leak.
You can actually see the evidence of... Oh, shoot.
Oh no, the clips have fallen.
Yep, they have. But you can see the evidence of on the edges, corners of this piece.
Oh, because it's coming
The
up
black.
through?
The black, yeah.
Does this have the under? Oh, I
It does.
forgot to show that. It has the under.
Yes, it does.
Don't hurt yourself. Oh my gosh.
So these go on the front of the car.
Oh yeah, those were, we used the tow hitch on.
Yep, Dad made a custom, so it comes with only one spot to put a tow hitch on with a hook, typically, and Dad custom so that there were two, so that we could put it to that Y bar and tow it out here.
Yep, behind the camper. Where's your spare?
So that's going to be on the car once you put tires on these other rims.
Okay.
There's no spare, but it comes with the screwdriver that comes with it, this, and the lug, whatchamacallit, and the piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hold this and put that down. Oh my goodness, that was heavy.
It does have a tow bar.
Yes, but we never towed with it. I don't ever
No, we
remember
put the-
towing.
We put the bike rack on the back.
We did,
We put a bike rack on
but
the
that
back.
was it. I never, it's a Volkswagen. Okay. And as I recall, there's drama with this thing.
Oh, yeah. I used to tell people my car was haunted because you'd be driving along and the glove box would just at random fall open. And then one day I went to go put it up and the latch just decided it was done and it doesn't stay up anymore.
So now it's just a fancy cup holder.
You just do that.
Look.
Which, if you've got a passenger with long legs like my husband, it's not favorable. His knees end up in it.
Holding it in place.
Pushing it out of the way, more like. Really, just need a new whatchamacallit, because it's the latch that stopped. Like it just falls open. So something about the latch mechanism decided it was done.
So do all the seats work, front and back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heated seats. Both the front ones work.
Heated? Okay, let me get around to the other side. Oh, sorry. So there is rest here.
Oh yeah, and my mirror is still busted.
I noticed when I was backing up your mirror. What happened?
I hit the garage.
Oh.
I was going too fast. I was thinking about something else and I got too close to the garage and took it out on my way in.
That's great. That's what she's talking about below. All right, so we'll get in here. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna push this way back.
That's fine.
Okay, so this is the one that has the little roundy thing. All right. All right, tell me about inside. Anything weird since I ran it?
Steering wheel's tighter compared to the one I'm running right now, but it's not abnormal, I don't think. And the brake doesn't work.
This brake?
That brake, yeah, you have to pull it up for it to work well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like the pedal brake. When you go to push on the pedal,
Okay.
you either have to really like put all your weight on the pedal to get it to work, or
Okay.
you have to stop and prepare to stop like you're driving a truck.
All right. So then we have, this is the hood, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that works fine. Make sure to remind me to close that again.
But it's got almost 375.
375. Where's the key? I think I handed it to you.
You did.
I can light that up a little better. Uh-oh. It's in your pocket?
It was in my hand. It might be in the trunk. You want to pop it?
Yes. Where's the trunk? That's right. It's over here. So Gordon and I bought this vehicle so that the kids would have to learn how to drive stick shift, because we figure they can drive stick shift, they can drive anything. Also, if you're sending a college kid off to college nowadays, sending them with stick shift guarantees that none of their friends can drive it.
I taught a few people.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I taught my roommate and another friend who I don't know very well anymore.
Did you trust them, I guess?
I mean, my roommate helped me drive it back to Massachusetts that time that she didn't end up flying. She got sick.
All right. Well, that's good then.
Grinded the gears a few times.
Okay, well, now I guess it doesn't matter.
But I think anybody does.
Let's see
when
if
they're
it
first learning
starts.
how to drive.
You let it run for what, 2 hours to cycle?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, she starts.
I think she just needs to be run more often.
Yep.
You've abandoned her to the other car.
Yep.
So 374,921. What else?
The ABS light is on.
Yes.
That is on because of my back left sensor. We drove from Massachusetts to here on a bad wheel bearing that the entire time was just shredding apart. So all the nice little metal pieces are stuck to the sensor.
Okay.
Yep. That's the short story. The check engine light is on because the turbo system needs to be cleaned out. EGR.
Okay.
And so it needs to be cleaned out, and that's why that check engine light has been on.
I mean, guys, look. It's a college kid's car. You know?
Yeah.
Got a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's time to sell.
It hasn't lost power. It's got a little bit of a lack of acceleration power, but the EGR hasn't gotten so bad that I can't get up a hill like it did that first time.
Yes. Gordon and I actually had to do the EGR once, cleaned it all out, labeled every piece, so we knew where it all went back. In 2015?
Actually, no, that was not before I left for college, but before the college tour, so it would have been 2014.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. So we nicknamed this one Peru because it was the town we purchased it out of. We have all its records. It was originally sold in Maine, and it was sold quickly to a German fellow, actually, who happened to be skiing at, what's that big ski place in Maine that we've never been? Sunday River. And he's like, oh, this is like the ones at home. And so he quickly bought it because the country had said, that's it, no more of your sulfur, whatever. So look at all those notes Dad has in there.
Yep. I was very bad at keeping up with it, and he didn't always get everything in there, but he's got dates, the mileage of which he did and then what he did.
Yeah, we purchased it in 11. There was very little that we did. We've never touched the, I don't think we've ever done anything with the transfer case or the gearbox.
Because I know the last two oil
with the
changes.
Gearbox. It's mostly just been maintenance items on this. The biggest project was dealing with the EGR.
Rear shocks.
And even the rear shocks. Dad went with a higher shock setup so you wouldn't bottom out and hit things.
He put a 1-inch lift on it.
Because of those shocks, yeah. Yep, little bump stops in, I think.
Yep, which it's what the orange shocks in the back are.
So, if you're interested in this car, you should call quickly because we're going to be bugging out of here on Sunday or Monday. And if you want to talk to the guy who did a lot of the work, we're leaving here. He'll be here. Otherwise, you're going to be asking her, and she's going to go, I
know a lot, but she needs a lot of body work and somebody that's got a little extra time and money to dump into her.
There you go.
Feeling finish.
She never left me stranded. How about you?
Nope. Even on a bad wheel bearing.
Oh, that was crazy. You got all the way home. Well, no, you got, half a mile.
Yeah, we
home.
got on, we turned, we kept thinking maybe it was the caliper sticking, and we finally turned onto our road less than half a mile from the apartment, and all of a sudden it was clunk, 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 clunk. Got the tire off. There are literal bearings falling out of the wheel bearing itself because the entire back part of it had shredded off. And we put everything back in the car and drove in first all the way back to the apartment. That ended up being a 16-hour trip.
Yes, but tough little cars. Love these little cars.
You have to put it on the roof rack. Mine's on the roof rack.
Yeah, you can. You can get a 4x8 up there. I've done it.
Yeah.
You just have to take the antenna.
we did sheetrock. We've done 2x4s. You just take the antenna off and throw some boards across and strap her on.
Julie just remembered something.
When you turn the car on and you want to run the AC, it doesn't run super cool and it doesn't start to cool off until you start moving. So it might need an AC charge, which I have not attempted to see if that fixes the problem or not.
Well, that's not that expensive.